This video is not intended for viewers under the age of 13. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello friends and fellow toy junkies, welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at Magic Square MA-B22 Flying Fast. This is their version of a G1 Cliffjumper. A lot can be said whether or not this is better or worse than the New Age, which is about to come out. We'll certainly discuss that. Let's see what he has in store for us. First, we're starting off with accessories. Comes with a standard fare of Magic Square single sheet folding instructions. Does a good job. One side's colored while the other side is not. Nice of you guys to think of the colorblind folks among us. He does come with the legend size collector's card. Nice artwork on the front, as well as some stats on the back. Nicely done. He comes with probably the smallest weapon I've ever seen. But there's actually some detail on there. Looks fairly good. And he comes with the big gun. That one that he hid Lord knows where in the first episode where he tried to take out Megatron. Nicely sculpted. It does have one handle in the front and also a handle that's foldable in the back. You can disassemble it into two pistols. And then you have the two smallest accessories, skis. That pistol will fit nicely into his hand. You can have him sport dual pistols and lay down some carnage. Or you can have him sport the bazooka as Uncle Sam intended, over the shoulder. Which this is probably my favorite look of this weapon. Again, only the Lord knows where he stores this. If you know, leave me a comment. But you can have him reenact that one scene where he had Megatron in his viewfinder. I think that if he'd have done the over-the-shoulder method as intended, we wouldn't have had a season 1. And here we have Flying Fast in his robot mode. I have to say, I think he looks pretty good. We'll put a cartoon image up right here. The only thing I'm not too fond of really is the head sculpt. It looks more like a Insectar or Insectoid, that cartoon from the 80s. The toy line. But other than that, I think he looks pretty decent. It's nice that they did not just simply take Bumblebee and make him red. They did retool the parts for this. So aesthetically, he is his own character. But let's take a look at some detail. Nicely painted eyes. You can see what I mean by him looking like a bug. But you do have some face paint there. Majority of this is just colored plastic, but all the windows are painted blue, which looks good. Took the liberty of adding my own symbol. But there's the detail. Nicely detailed hands coming down the waist. Got some gunmetal or silver there on the grill. Coming around the back. These should be out more, but they don't like to stay. Anyhow, coming at the back, it does clean up really well. But yeah, it's still a big old backpack. Articulation, head can pivot, arm can do a full 360. You do have upper arm rotation, and I'm sorry, it's really hard to show this on such a small figure. More than 90 degrees on the elbow. You have a waist rotation, no ab crunch. Thighs are a little weird, but they can get up to there. You got to maneuver them around a little bit because they do tend to get stuck. But once you do, you get all the way back and all the way out. Upper thigh swivel, feet. They do have a little bit of adjustment up and down, but they do have a rocker out. So we've got some pretty good articulation on this little character. Here he is with Magic Square Bumblebee. This is how he scales with Prime. Might be a little on the small side, but I'd have to double check, to be honest. And here he is with New Age Streak. This is a good example where I think that New Age does a really good job, but they're just a little too short with their bots. So let's go ahead and get into the transformation. It's really not that bad. Main thing is you want to do, first you want to go ahead and rotate the waist, because I will forget, and then I'll have to come in and undo everything. Go ahead and lift the backpack up. Sorry. Start with the chest and lift that up. Go ahead and bring the wheels down. Spin the upper body. Now, the arms, you want to rotate 90 degrees. And again, 90 degrees. Bring this up, pull the middle section of the hood out. On this hinge, you want to hinge this around. Get it underneath, and you'll see this groove which coincides with that peg. There we go, and again, double hinge under, which mine is stiff sometimes. Let's do this, get it open up again. Bring it out. Main thing is when you're done pivoting, you want those two grooves up. Now bring them up, peg them in. Finally, there. Now for the feet, you want to go ahead and flip the wheels out, unwrap the back where it's straight, and pivot the toes up. Go ahead and show that again. Unwrap the feet from the back, swing it around, wheel out, and see, mine did it already, but you want to make sure that this is there. Usually you don't have to worry about it because they have a tendency to go in on the rub. Bring this up, and you'll notice this slit on the thigh corresponds with that peg there. So what you want to do is you want to adjust the way that the leg or the toe is sitting to give you some more room, such like that. And you can bend the knee a little bit too, but eventually you'll get to where this will peg in properly. So he says, there we go. And another indicator is right here, will fit into the notch right there. So it's a little bit tight, but you can do it. Do the same over here. Bending the knee also helps. But eventually, you'll get it pegged in. Both sides. This is where you join the front. Square it up. And you will be constantly fighting these pegs. But you'll find yourself here. Go ahead and insert your hands. Get the head tucked underneath. And I think you can see where this is going. This may be down like this, just swing it up to join the bottom of the bumper. And there he is. I'll get it cleaned up, we'll talk about it. And here he is in alt mode. I gotta say, he doesn't look too bad, to be honest. A bit panely, but we'll put a cartoon image right there. I think they did fairly decent for a bot this small. I don't really have any complaints. But then again, I won't be leaving him in this mode. He does come with rubber tires. He actually comes with 2 sets. I kind of feel left out because Deluxe Baldwin got 10 tires. I only got 8. WTF Magic Square. Anyway, there he is from the bottom. There he is from the top. Again, the only thing painted is the windows and the grill. Everything else is just red plastic and gray plastic. But not bad. Here he is with Magic Square Bumblebee. New Age streak. And a quarter. Just to really give you an idea of how small the spot is. Alright, as far as final thoughts go, he's a pretty fun little bot. He does have bug eyes, I'm not going to lie. It's kind of a turn off, but other than that, I mean, he pretty sound. It's a fun transformation. He actually has some paint, and he's not much bigger than twice the size of a quarter. So, all that being said, it's a fun little package. Now, as far as New Age, I'm still up on the air as to whether or not I'm going to get the New Age Bumblebee and Cliffjumper. For me, their bot mode looks quite a bit too panely. I mean, it's the case for this guy in alt mode, but for the New Age, it looks like there's too much kibble, to be honest. And $75 for 2 bots that are even smaller than this, I don't know. It's obviously, I don't want to say it's hard for me to wrap my head around, but it's hard for me to want to make the investment when all I see is panel lines and extra bulk for something that's very tiny. So, I mean, this is going to be ultimately my choice here in the Magic Square. So I do highly recommend them. Whether or not I get the New Age, that is still up for debate, to be honest. I find myself liking their scale less and less, as we saw with the streak figure. Their bots are just a little too short, in my opinion. But this guy is pretty good. I picked him up from thechosenprime.com. I do hope that you stop by and give them some business. They're great people to work with, and they will meet your needs if they can. I hope that you enjoyed the video. Please do hit that like button. It does help the channel out quite a bit more than you realize. Don't forget to subscribe and share with your friends. I'll see you again next time.